Hello ladies and welcome back to my channel. My name is Olivia and in today's Tickle tutorial we will be continuing with days 6 and 7 of the Kallah Kit challenge, the Glowing Skyscape. Now because it is, it's Sunday and I don't video on Saturday, I decided to do both videos 6 and 7 this morning. Now I'm going to start and take this off. Now I have on the Cloud9 Shaper backwards. I found that this worked much better for me. I can even adjust to get it to cover my ears. Maybe it's just because I've stretched it out a little bit, wearing it a few days in a row. But phew. Anyway, today I'm just going to be doing, for this first look, which was yesterday's look, I'm just going to be doing a quick wrap. I'm leaving the scarf tied in half so that it makes like a square scarf. And I'm just folding over the front, folding over the edge, just like I do with my Israelis. It's very, very simple. And I'm going to be placing it on my head, like so. Now, this may look a little odd right this second, but I promise it will work out. Okay, so I'm tying a quick knot to go like so. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is adjust back just slightly my shaper in the front. And this is a really, really, really easy peasy wrap type. I'm going to take this tail. I'm not worried about the edges showing. I'm wrapping it around just to here. And I'm doing the same thing with this to hold the other in place. Okay. So right quick, fold under just to make it slightly neater. And then I have this piece right here. I am going to flip it over and give it a twist and tuck in. Now that took no time at all, and I can adjust it to make sure that I'm not showing any shaper. And I'm going to spin around like so. No shaper showing. Nice and neat back. Okay, now I can do that again a little bit slower since I was like zippity through that. Okay, so I can show you what I did in the back. So I have this guy right here. All right. Okay, so I tied my knots. I'm going to spin around and I'll show you from the back. I'm bringing around my first tail, just like so, and my second tail, bringing it around just to lock that first tail in place, tucking in, see? And then I will spin around and I have this nice triangular piece. Bringing it up, I'm dropping the back, and I'm giving a couple of twists. You can make this as big or as small as you'd like. I tend to like a little bit of floof in the front, and then I'm just tucking it in. Easy peasy. Okay. And if you don't like all the little fringe showing, you can of course tuck that away. Right. Now I'm going to move on to day number 7, which is today. Now, okay, I think what I want to do is I want to drop this back just a little bit. And I know this may seem odd. Drop that back just a little bit. not have my hair so poofy right there. Okay. All right, I'm going to use 3 scarves, I think. I'm going to use Tuff 2-in-1 in the Dusty Rose. Of course, I'm going to use this guy, the light blue Petalsoft. And I'm going to use the Dreams Come True in the light blue. Okay, remove this. Okay, I'm going to start out, I think, with the Petalsoft. I'm opening it up. Instead of keeping it square, I'm going to open it up. And I am going to have to, at some point, remember to take these tags off. Mine has a nifty tag. Okay. But not right this minute. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this completely in half, like so. I'm going to put it on my head so that I have a small end and a really, really, really long end. I am going to do a quick tie, but I want the short end to come up through the top, like so, because I'm going to be tucking that into the knot in the back. So I'm going to be tucking this up into the back of the scarf, just like so. Getting to lay flat is a bonus, but then I'll just have this one really, really long tail. Okay. I'm not worried if there's a little wonky piece right there. It'll cover up. Okay. So I'm going to take the dusty pink and I'm going to do the same thing. So bring this guy forward just a little bit. Bring it forward, give it a little crease. I think that might be cute. Okay. So I'm going to do the same thing, trying to have an extra long tail. I may not have to tie this one, but thinking I may. Okay, so we're going to give this one a tie, and we're doing the same thing to get the knot up on top. Just adjust this a little bit. It doesn't have to be super duper neat. I kind of think this one's going to be a playful, fun look. Just different than my norm. Okay. Right. Okay. That looks horrible. Okay. Well, if I don't like it, then I can always do it again. Always tie it again, because I haven't gotten that far. I think the problem is I did not put it underneath the blue. I don't like that I didn't do that. That's the problem. Okay. And again with the knot. Oh my. Too many fringes today. So many fringes. Okay, so that's that. And here we go. Okay, so I'm going to try and tuck this in somewhere just to get it out of the way. I'm hoping that this looks good at the end. If not, I guess I'll start something else. In my head, it looks good, but we know how that works. We think we see something and then it just doesn't want to work right now. Okay, so we're going to stuff that back there. Okay, now I've got this one. And I'm going to tie it on like so. Just stepped back slightly, just like the last ones. Wish this one would fold appropriately. I don't want it to have to take an iron to it. That's so weird. It's supposed to be all crinkly, but it's supposed, I really wanted it to fold a little bit nicer at the front. Okay, so I have this, and then I'm going to do a quick knot. I'm not going to worry about tucking away this one because when I bring the scarf around, I can tuck it up then. So, all right. So I'm going to start out with this blue, and I'm going to just lightly twist it around. And I'm going to bring it around. Just slightly back. And of course, this pink one is getting on my nerves. All right. So, bring you forward just a little bit. And when this is all done, I'm going to tuck that back, and it's going to stay there. Wishful thinking. Okay. So I'm bringing this around, and I'm just going to lay it down over my shoulder. Now I'm going to just lightly twist our friend here, bring it behind, like so, and then I'm going to bring him over and do the same thing with this nice lace. Just gather it together, give it a nice twist, and bring it behind the pink. Okay, and then we have it here. Now what I can do is I could leave this down, give it a braid, and that would be cute. Or I can repeat around one more time and tuck in right here. This one's a wee bit shorter. It's not going to go around again, so I'm just going to tuck it. And then this one is the one that I said don't worry about. And we can just tuck all the fringes away. So bring that up and like so. Okay, and it's a mess because none of the fringes want to hide. That's about the way today is going. So okay. All right, it's gonna have to do this one. Some fringes are hanging out. They're just gonna have to be there for the nonce. Okay, in my head this turned out much different. It turned out differently in my head. It was prettier, but this is the top. Okay, now since I don't like this, not one bit, I'm gonna take it off. Not everything translates from brain to outside of it. So I'm going to take this one off, and I'm going to use this for something more fun in a second. Okay, so I have these on. I'm going to retie this stupid one. Sorry, I didn't mean to call it stupid. It's just made me angry. It's not behaving. All the fringes don't want to tie properly. And yes, we all have that day. So we're on the final day of working specifically with this kit. Tomorrow's video will be about how to expand your Kallah kit, what kind of scarves to choose, that kind of thing. So it's going to be a little different. I will wrap one last time with this Kallah kit tomorrow, but I think it's, you know, we buy the kit, and that's the whole idea for tomorrow is we buy the kit, and then we're like, okay, now what do I do? I have these scarves, we've gone over different wrap styles, and then you're like, okay, so I want to buy scarves, and I like this is my color family. What do I do now? What scarves can I buy that look good? Oh my goodness, I can't talk and wrap at the same time. That look good without having 1,000 scarves. If you want to be a minimalist and have as few in your collection, you know, just have a few favorite pieces. I hope I'm saying this right because I'm trying to wrap and talk at the same time. Ugh. Not a multitasker, apparently. At least not for the day. Okay, that tied much nicer. All right, my sweetheart is sleeping. He had a really, really rowdy morning after a really, really rowdy night. And oh my goodness, for the first time in a long time, he got put out of the room. He was not allowed to sleep with me last night. He was just really, really bitey. And I sent him to play with Alyssa and to sleep elsewhere. Because yeah, I've got too many cuts right now as it is. But he's sleeping. I clipped his nails. I've got to get all the caps replaced on his fingers. Okay. So I have the pink and the blue. And I think I'm just going to give this one, I'm going to try this wrap out again. With this a little bit closer to my face. Okay. And then I'm just going to pull this through a little bit. And let's see how this works. And I can take this and pull it back around and I'll be able to cover it up with the pink. So I'm tucking it just a little bit. Okay. I'm wearing the pink and blue as like, it's sort of babyish, but it's okay. We'll make it, we can make it pretty. Okay, we'll make it work for us. We're doing the same thing with the pink just behind. And I'm just lightly twisting. I don't want it too much. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the pink. Just pull it all the way through both and fan it out. I have a feeling this one will fan out pretty too. So you can see my fan. If you wanted to do it backwards, you could. But I kind of want the ruffle facing me today. I kind of need that. And I can leave that piece hanging, or I can just roll it a little bit and tuck in just right here. And I think I'm just gonna go with it. It's cute enough. It's cute enough. And we all have those, again, we all have those days where things just don't work out. Things don't translate well from our heads to what we want the scarves to do. But I'm thinking this one looks attractive enough in case I need to run out. I'm hoping I don't need to, but that's okay. All right. So there we have it. A little side ruffle detail just under the ear. It's really cute. So for the look number 7, or look, the final look for day 7. And then we have here, if you see, you have some fringes, just tuck them in, or don't. That's okay too. All right. So I hope you ladies have a wonderful Sunday and beginning of your week. I'll see you in the next tutorial.